Hello Team Northside, welcome to the last day of January. It's hard to believe this month has absolutely flown by. It's been said often that if you don't like the weather in Texas, just hang tight for a few days. It's very liable to change, and I think there's no exception as we're approaching higher 70s this weekend and into next week. Hope this message is finding you well. First and foremost, let's please keep those that were involved in the tragic loss of life with the airplane helicopter incident in Washington, D.C. Like I say, a tragic event that I know will be very, very difficult times for families and friends that have loved ones that were involved. So please keep them in your prayers. This upcoming month, the month of February, we'll be celebrating National African American Heritage Month. And so I know that there are so many campuses that are already planning on engaging activities to really educate our students, our community about the significant impact that so many historical figures have had. Also, this first week in February, we'll be celebrating National Counselors Appreciation Week. We can't thank our counselors enough for all that they do to support not only academia but the social health and wellness of our students and our staff across our campuses. And again, congratulations to those that have received this year's Crest Award. It's really a great honor to see the number of campuses throughout Northside ISD, the most actually in the state, to receive this prestigious Crest Award, and congratulations to all. Thank you again to our former trustees and former superintendents that were able to attend our appreciation luncheon. This was a great celebration that we were able to have these individuals that really have had just such phenomenal impact on how we operate even today across Northside ISD. Their contributions as a trustee as well as a former superintendent just cannot be underscored, and again, we are so appreciative of the great foundation and groundwork that they have laid for us to continue those successes as we move forward. This past weekend and last week were incredibly successful events across the district, impacting so many of our students, sponsors, and coaches. And so I'd like to start with the Walter Gerlach 50-second Livestock show. They generated over $1.3 million in scholarships for high school students through this week-long event. Again, special thanks to all of our board of directors with the Gerlach Livestock board. They are phenomenal in the amount of work that they put forward. And then also our sponsors and our donors for their generosity. $1.325 million is truly, truly phenomenal. And again, these are all funds that are going to go really to help our students, particularly our future FFA and agricultural science students, pursue higher education endeavors. And so congratulations again to all of our students, and thank you for your continued support. And speaking of success, we had a tremendous showing at our Texas Academic Decathlon Regional Competition event. I'd like to highlight just a few, first being Warren High School. Not only were they the region winner for the large school, but ranked number one with a cumulative score of 51.889 points. Truly phenomenal. They gained an automatic advancement to the state finals. Also, O'Connor High School placed second, Marshall placing third with only a difference of 13 points, with fourth place going to Clark High School. Our Health Careers High School is currently ranked number one in the small school division and is headed to Collin College in Frisco for their state competition. And I'd also like to highlight, which she may or may not be aware just yet, but Diana Johnson from HCA as the Small School Coach of the Year. This was decided actually on Monday as part of the executive board meeting. And so again, congratulations to Ms. Johnson and to Health Careers Academy. Also, congratulations are in order for Northside ISD swimming and diving athletes. They had also a tremendous showing at their district meets this past weekend. We have numerous athletes preparing to advance to 3 regional competitions. That's right, 3. And so we want to congratulate the John Jay swimming and diving athletes who will be competing in the Southwest Aquatic Center on February 7th and 8th. Brandeis, Clark, and Marshall High Schools who will be competing at the Josh Davis Natatorium Auditorium in Northeast ISD, and of course Brennan Health Careers Harlan, Holmes, O'Connor, Sotomayor, Stevens, Taft, and Warren, who will all be advancing athletes to the regional competition in United ISD's Aquatic Center in Laredo. Again, just a tremendous showing. It was a pleasure to be right here at our own swim center watching our athletes compete. They did a phenomenal job, in many cases setting personal records, and again, congratulations to all our swim and dive athletes. While we're talking about tremendous success, we want to congratulate also our cheerleaders who had the opportunity to compete in the NCAA High School Cheerleading Nationals. Special shout out goes to Sotomayor High School, first in novice varsity crowd leading and the small division. Also Holmes High School, second in intermediate non-tumbling JV freshman crowd leading. Brennan High School, second in intermediate varsity performance in the small division, and Warren High School, second in advanced non-tumbling varsity crowd leading. Again, tremendous performances displayed by our phenomenal cheerleaders, and congratulations to all that were engaged in this latest competition up in the Fort Worth area. This past week we had the opportunity to host a very special individual at Sotomayor High School. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor was able to visit the district as well as visit the students on Thursday for the better part of the day. And it was just an honor to be able to recognize our namesake, Justice Sotomayor. What was so impressive was how she authentically engaged with all of the students at Sotomayor High School. She answered numerous questions. It was really just a wonderful visit. Special thanks goes to the culinary arts students, the orchestra students, Miss Bolkin, and of course the campus staff and administration, and a special thanks to our own NISD Police Department for providing assistance with security detail to make Justice Sotomayor's visit so special. Again, we cannot appreciate and articulate her taking the time out of her busy schedule to spend quality time with our students in particular. And it was just a pleasure, like I say, to get to know one of our Supreme Court justices, seeing that there are only 9 come here into San Antonio and visit Sotomayor High School. In regards to the legislative front, I had the opportunity to spend a couple of days earlier this week in Austin. The Senate Education Committee did take up Senate Bill 2, which pertains to education savings account. This legislation is now inclusive of $2 billion over the course of the biennium being allocated to support private school tuition in the form of really a voucher, otherwise known as an education savings account. Provided written testimony. The bill did pass the Senate committee on a vote of 9-2 and will be headed to the full Senate chamber for discussion, debate, and likely a vote, which will then proceed to the House and really the Public House of Education Committee. That being said, we're going to be continuing to engage with not only our senators but also our House of Representatives, as we expect chairs to be named this coming week, and then of course legislation that is being filed as it pertains to education will be watched very carefully. We'll be providing testimony on safety and security and other important topics, particularly as they pertain to our 4 legislative priorities. So again, please stay tuned to what's happening in Austin, because it will gradually pick up more and more inertia, and we'll be monitoring and engaging with our electeds very closely in the coming weeks, particularly as matters pertain to the importance of public education and public education adequate funding here in the coming weeks. So this week we have the pleasure of being right here at Monroe May Elementary School. Ms. Benitez and her staff do a phenomenal job. I just had the opportunity to speak to some of our 4th graders for Career Day. Just a phenomenal opportunity. Once again, such astute questions and great engagement. And so we're very proud to celebrate with the May Roadrunners as this week's Northside ISD 75th anniversary Spirit Stick recipient. Congratulations, Ms. Benitez.
Thank you. All right.
Congratulations, guys. Y'all were great.